everyone. So, I just recorded this whole thing. I'm doing it again because I felt like it was a little all over the place just because it's like a hard topic to talk about but not fully inform you guys about kind of thing. So I'm going to go over my very highly requested budget video. This is probably my most requested video on YouTube ever. So that makes me really excited you guys are kind of interested in what we've been doing, what we found that works for our family of four, and how we're trying to get away from where we are now to build a better life for us and our family. So I'll just, okay, I'm just going to get into it. This is really like, I don't know, it's easy for us just to do. It's hard for me to explain and kind of like teach about. What I like to do, I like to write everything down. I like to know the exact amounts that are coming in, the times that they are coming in, like the days they're coming in, and where exactly they're going, so I'm not just paying, like sending checks off and doing stuff online. I like to know. So I get notebooks. I like the spiral. That way I'm just looking at that one page, that 1 month at a time, so I don't buy the composition notebook. I've also picked up this planner, and I'm going to get into what we found in this that's been really helpful to keep us on track. And this is the first time I've gotten it. I used to just write it down, but I will get into this. Where should we start? Okay, I'm just going to do it. Monthly. I'm going to go over everything on this sheet. So at the top, this is the basic gist of what we have. This is not everything. These aren't like the same carriers we use or things like that. I just want to give you guys an idea because, not to be rude, I love you, but it's not everybody else's business to know what we spend our money on, how much we make or don't make. So this is just an overall gist of what we do. So you will not see any amounts because I just did not want to figure out a fake budget since I work on our budget every single month. So I just wrote down what a basic household would be. So I have savings up here, and I have paycheck number 1 and paycheck number 2. Noah is my husband, is the only one working right now, the only one getting an income, because we do have 2 small children, and we both agreed once we got pregnant again with Colin that I should be a stay-at-home mom for a few years. I was very okay with it. My mom was a stay-at-home mom for my first few years of my life, and I loved it, and she loved it, and I'm loving being able to teach my kids stuff. And so for the next 6 months, they're going to be at home with me, and then they start daycare, which is good because I'm going to start school, and this list will change because we will be getting 2 incomes, and then my husband's going back to school for music education, and life will be a lot less stressful when we're able to just have our necessities and not our extra debt that we're paying off. That's what I'm excited about. So that's why there's only 2 paychecks, and then you'll see something else at the end. So this is February. So I have just a basic thing. So we have paychecks. You'll see the dots and then matching dots over here. We have rent, everything, let me scooch forward, that goes with the home. So like utilities, trash, like cable and internet, your phone service, and then usually people do this as one separate thing, part of debt. I just like to keep all of this together. It just works better for my eyes to look at. It just causes me less stress. So I have like a car payment and then your car insurance that you would pay. And then I just have ideas of like different like banks, like Bank of America and Cap One, like credit card debt. I space out the credit card debt separately. And then down here, I have our food, gas, what we spend on the babes, me, Noah, home, and then we have a weekly of food that we spend. I meant to put a $, not a number. Sorry. And then down here is Style Hall. Now, Style Hall is the partnership that I have linked up with through YouTube. I have changed over from Google AdSense to Style Hall, and I get paid monthly through there. That's what partners do. They get paid. I do not, how do I word this? I do not make a substantial amount. It doesn't even make a blink into our budget. I am a very small little guru, not even white noise on YouTube to other people, concerning other people. So it's nothing that is helping our budget. It's helping us as a family kind of thing, because each month Noah lets me pick what I spend this money on, and it's usually us going out to dinner, like us and the kids. And that's the only time we actually ever do that, is when I get paid. If things get better this year through YouTube and something happens and all of a sudden I get an amazing amount of subscribers, I will be able to make a blink into our budget, which I have dreams about. Like I wish that I can make an income right now staying at home doing YouTube and be able to do stuff for our family, but I don't see that happening, which is very devastating because I want to help my family out more, but going back to school and I'm going to do it that way. So that's what Style Haul is. And so each month I'm allowed to pick what we do. So I have the different little dots. Now what we like to do, we like to know the exact amount that's coming in. We like to know when it's coming in. So we went back 3 months when Noah got his new current job that he's had for the past year and a half. Once he worked for 3 months, we went back and we wrote down what amount he got. And then that was our paycheck number 1 and paycheck number 2. Now, he is in retail, so it changes each time. Sometimes he has to do overtime because another manager called out, or he's at his exact amount. So we have like the basic amount that we figured out that works and what we're able to spend that month. Now, when he gets his paycheck number 1, I write it down right away. Paycheck number 2, same thing. And I have all the amounts already listed out of what has to come out of our account. Rent through, rent's check, that gets paid out. Renter's insurance is combined with our car insurance. We use the same we use the same company to pay that, but I like to put the rent insurance right underneath the rent. That way it's just all together. Utilities, that comes to our mail. We mail that out. It's like this little box. Our city, you just put it in the city slot and they take it out. Trash. Now that's the one that we have to save for because we only pay every 3 months. So every month we figured out, it's hard to do without the numbers. We figured out the amount spread through 3 months and we put that first month into our insurance. It's so hard. See, I'm like confused because I can't say the numbers. We put that amount into our savings and we label it trash. So we don't have to like that 3rd month, like, oh my gosh, we can't pay for our trash because we didn't save. It's already into our savings. We don't even look at it. We have it labeled as trash. We know that it's going to be pulled out and we need to use that money just for that. Our phones, that is paid online. Our cable is paid online. Car payment is paid online. All of our debt is paid online, unfortunately, so we just get that out. Now, this bottom part, other than the gas, is all cash. So food, I pull out food on the 2nd paycheck, and each week, I can't do with numbers. Each week, we pull out, we go to the bank, and we get the amount that we usually pull out in chunk, but we get it weekly. Like I'll get this many 5s, this many 10s, this many 20s, and we have 4 envelopes and we put it in each envelope. It's the same amount, and then when I go shopping, I bring 1 envelope and I go to the store. It helps you not to overspend because you don't want that embarrassment of, oh my gosh, I don't have enough cash. I don't want to use my debit. What are we going to do? So I am very, very educated on the amounts that we've been spending. I'm not a couponer. I don't have time for that. It would be great because it would save us money, but I don't have time for that. So what we have found that works for us is we go to Costco. We have a Costco card, and that's where we buy in bulk some of our items. Like our meats are bought in bulk. Our crackers and cookies and stuff and chips are bought in bulk, and everything else we buy at Walmart. It's a lower price for us. I hate going there, but it is cheaper for us and we're able to get more food. So that's what we found that has worked for us. All right, so how I plan out our food, since that's really, really asked of us. I got this planner from Target. It was like $12, and what it has that I really like, which is what I used to just have it hanging up, but it's easier just to have it here, is our dinner menu for the entire week. So I write it down on Sunday before I go food shopping, and I write down what we're going to have each morning for breakfast, what we're going to have for lunch, and what we're going to have for dinner that week. I have everything planned out, and I go to the store knowing, I go to the store knowing what meals I'm making for my family that week. And I know the exact amount. Gas, we do not pull out. We started to, but like on the way home from the gym, my light would go off and it'd be nighttime, and Noah would not want me to get out of the car to go inside. He'd rather me just be at the ATM, like the little, not the ATM, like the little gas station. So we just keep that in, but we know our exact amount they're able to use, and we have a little posted in our car, and we write down that amount that we spent on gas. The babes, we pull that on the cash. What the babes is, diapers for Colin, wipes for them. They are growing, so their monthly allowance is bigger than ours because we have to constantly be buying them new clothes. So it's clothes. If there's toys that we see that we want to get for them, that's that part of the budget. And then Noah and I are pulled out in cash, and I'm able to spend whatever I want to spend my monthly allowance on. I'm able to do. He can't say no about it. Same with him. He usually just buys fast food. I make a lunchroom every single day, but if there's a day that I'm just too, like with the kids, like it's bath time and stuff like that, he'll just be like, okay, I'll just get fast food with my money. And that's what he usually likes to do anyway, because I don't allow us to get fast food all the time. And then home. Home is how we get candles. Home is special, those little special scented things for our laundry. That comes from home. Light bulbs comes from home. Anything that we all use is through our home budget. And that's taken out with cash, and it's usually me deciding what it is because Noah could care less, but he likes to smell the candles, but he doesn't care if I go get them or not. Let's see. Tips on getting different, to have more money. We talked, or to get it placed, we talked to our companies, like our carriers and our companies, to try to get our billing changed. We did that with our phone company to get it changed to towards the end of the last 2 weeks, because our first paycheck, a lot of it goes to our rent. So it was really hard for us to keep on track with a huge phone bill and rent. So we had to move it. We did have to pay a little bit of a fee, but it was worth it for us to have that less worry where we were stuck with $5 or $10 in our account. We no longer had to worry about that. We talked to our car insurance to see where we could be with the stuff that we wanted and bring that down lower. We ended up changing over car insurance companies, and it's been saving us a lot of money. We just cut part of our cable to save more money because, as you guys know, Noah's company is no longer paying for health insurance. We are paying for it, and in five more months, it goes up another 5%. So we're probably going to be getting rid of cable altogether, which stinks because we just had it for like 2 years and we're so happy we're able to afford it. But I'll be in school for 5 days a week. Noah works 5 days a week. The kids will be in daycare 5 days a week. So for 6 months until I start working and graduate, I will be fine with it because we have to pay for daycare. So that amount is going to daycare. We will still have internet, so we'll be fine. What else? Our trash I've already talked about. Our car payment I've already talked about. We have 2 cars with 1 car payment. What we have kind of chosen to do, we're kind of working with the whole Dave Ramsey thing. Don't buy new. We don't feel like we need new cars anymore. My first car I bought was brand spanking new. Huge monthly thing. I was told by my family, buy new, have credit cards, and we both were like plugged into our mind. You need credit cards, you need credit cards, you need credit cards. So I was like, okay, Target card, Express card, Victoria's Secrets, build a credit. My family just, that's the way they do it. I don't agree with that way anymore, since having to spend so much each month on other all that stuff. I'd rather have that to be able to have cable and internet. So that's how we just decided, we cut them up. We only have 1 for total emergency use. And yeah, we don't want to have credit anymore. We learned that through the Dave Ramsey program. And the thing is, you both have to be on board to do it. I was not on board with it until we had Emery. I was like, no, I want to go to Target and buy a bunch of makeup and I could pay for it $50 each month. I'm going to do that. And I just wasn't on board. So we had Emery and I was like, it's done. It's time to stop being selfish. We have to start doing this. And I grew up, and we've been trying to pay it off ever since 2010. We've been trying to pay off our credit cards, and we're doing really good. And then medical bills, everything's paid off through Colin. So we're doing good on that too. So like I've said before, we really like to know when Noah's paychecks are coming in, the amounts that are coming in, and when everything's going out. I always have dates marked on here because we went back those 3 months, and I know around the exact time that we're going to be paying it off. We always pay early now just because we have everything separated. Now, knowing when things are coming in and going out, this is our thing for May. And we've figured out through budgeting everything out that every 6 months, Noah has a paycheck that goes to nothing. Like, we don't have any bills on that paycheck. Last time it was spent on fixing our car because we got in a car accident, but we were able to do it by ourselves. We don't get any help from our family. We do not get any help from the government anymore. We are 100% just us. So we figured out in May, which is a huge month for us because it's Colin's 2nd birthday, Mother's Day, my dad's 65th birthday, and our 4-year wedding anniversary, that on the 17th, we have a paycheck going to nothing. So knowing that and knowing why we have extra amount and knowing that we're really working on this to pay off a little, like scooching stuff towards something else, that way when that paycheck comes, Noah and I could go on a date. We're able to have a family birthday party for Colin with no worries. Could send my dad a gift, like go out again during that month for Mother's Day as a family, like huge for us. Okay, so other ways that we've brought money in. I have a lot of clothes. I'm a girl and my style has changed over the years. So there's times where I go to Plato's Closet and I sell my clothes. Yes, it's like maybe $20 for 100 things, but that $20 I'm able to spend. Noah's able to spend. We're able to like go to Target and there's that cute tutu outfit that Emery's been obsessed with. I get to buy it for her. So that's what I do. And I've also just joined Poshmark, which is like, it's just for like apps like iPhones and iPads and iPod Touches now. Where you're able to sell stuff like you can sell your Michael Kors shoes, you can sell like your Coach purses. It's all authentic things that you're allowed to sell. So I'm going to start doing that because I have stuff that I don't use anymore that I'd rather get money for and have other people love. And the other way that we found, the other way that we brought income in is the egg donor program that I'm doing. And you guys know I am getting paid for that, but I first wanted to do it before I even knew you were getting paid for it. I moved here and I was like, oh, just an added bonus. And then my eyes got extremely watery when I found out that I not only have 1 confirmed pregnancy from my eggs, I have 2 now. So it's just been amazing. So I do get money for that, and we've been able to pay off total credit cards in full, total like medical bills in full, and it's been great. We were able to have a Christmas this year. We were able to buy outside lights. We went a little overboard for our house. We're able to have like a chunk in our savings now because of it too. That's the way that we found out that it works for us. I love being an egg donor. The process is hard. It's difficult. It's a little bit hurtful, sticking your stomach full of needles for 10 days or so. But in the end, I mean, I get wheeled out of the operating room. I wake up and I know that in that next week, somebody's getting my eggs and hopefully making a baby. And I'm going home with money for my family that I'm able to like get things rolling where we want to go. So I am still in that program. I just filled out another form to be into it for however long I'm here for. And so that's the way that we found out that we were able to get extra money in. I know that's not for everybody. My family's kind of against it in some form of way. Some of my friends are too, but because they just feel like I'm getting rid of my kids. I don't feel that way. I make my children with my husband. I'm just helping out another woman make a family as well. So that's how I feel about that, and we're able to make a better life for us, which is, I mean, a win-win. Babies for others, life for us. Perfect. And does it suck to have a budget? Yeah. Is it hard to only be able to spend like a little amount on yourself when you're so stressed and the only thing you want to do is have retail therapy? Yeah. It's not easy. It's very hard, and that's why I am going to school. That's why Noah's going back to school, and I had a comment of someone saying, well, the job that you're going for doesn't make a lot of money, so don't get excited. Even if I was able to make $500 a month for my family right now, that is $500 more a month that we don't have. So I'm excited about that, and it's not going to be a job for me. I'm very excited for where I don't know if I've really told everybody. I'm going for esthetician. In the school that I've found I'm going to, I get to relearn how to do spray tan, so that's another thing that I get to write on my resume. I'm learning how to do eyelash extensions through the school. Another thing that I've been wanting to do. I'm learning every single microdermabrasion, peel, all that stuff, everything dealing with the skin. I get to go through another makeup course like I did back in 2006. I fully get to do everything that I want to do minus like the hair portion at one school. And I have so many outlets that I can use that even if it is just $500 a month, we get to be in a better place. Like, so I don't really care that it's not going to be like a huge amount, I guess. So I'm very excited about that. I am ready. I want to go start now, but we had to save up for daycare a little bit more. And if you are somebody that needs government assistance, don't be like, I was ashamed when we had, like, I'll tell you, we were on WIC for about 8 months. And then I started the donor program. I was like, we need to get off this. And Noah was like, why? I'm like, if I'm able to buy a pair of Tory Burch shoes that are $200 because of this program, there is no reason why we need help buying these other items. And he was like, no, I totally agree. He was like, yeah, we just need to go tell her. And we've been off WIC since July. And it was a great thing for us. And I was very, very, very hesitant to join because I did not grow up with this lifestyle. My parents both worked full-time jobs. They were very well off for us. And I was just very uneducated about it. And I was a little bit, I guess you can say, embarrassed, but it helped us out so much. So if you are having a hard time, look into government assistance that can help you. There's some places that I know here that do like utilities, like they help you with your utilities. There's the WIC program. There's places that help you with medical bills, like being able to have medical insurance that you don't pay for, that kind of stuff. So if you're having a really hard time, ask for help. We're lucky enough that Noah's promotion and the egg donor program that I'm doing, we no longer have to use those programs. So we don't want to be a part of them. We're like, somebody else needs it. Let that money go towards them. We're fine. We're going to figure it out. So that's my piece on that. It's a very long video. Hopefully I can get off right now because I feel bad. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did, please leave questions. Send me instant messages, like direct messages into my inbox. Just ask. Like, let me know if you need any help with any ideas. And I think that's all. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Saturday with my Guru of the Week video. Bye, everyone.